everyone, and welcome back to APN Gaming. My name is Jared, aka Cornfed Kraken 93, and welcome to our first episode of my GM mode. As promised on an earlier video, I said there was going to be no NXT for Universe mode. With that being said, instead of doing NXT in a Universe mode, I would like to do an NXT My GM mode, where we play through a series here on the NXT roster. So with that being said, for those of you that are not familiar with My GM, we have to pick a general manager. So who will it be? Well, let's see here. I was debating on doing a custom because there is, a few good perks when it comes to the picking your own GM. I'm trying to see. Yeah, they have, I knew that. Unique power cards. So each one of these general managers, including a custom one, has a special perk that you get. And really that perk is just a one-time card that you can use later on, either when you first start or later on, depending on what it is, will benefit you one way or another. So we have these general managers to pick from if we don't choose a custom. And I think we're going to do one of the managers here instead of doing a custom. So with Adam Pearce, you get increased levels of all active rivalries by 1 whenever you activate that card. With Sonya, you have raised the entire roster's morale by plus 15. With William Regal, you have the first legend you sign this week will be free. Shane McMahon, a GM interference book this week will provide an additional plus 2 show bonus and be free to book this week. And Stephanie McMahon earned twice as much cash or twice as much money from arena attendance this week. So those are kind of the perks. And honestly, there is a lot of them. Adam Pearce has a good one, raising all the active rivalries. Sonya Deville's raising the morale is good. But I believe William Regal has one of the best ones. And here's why. Legends bring in good money. Legends bring in, a good cut to your show. So I believe that bringing in one for free, especially if we could hook a permanent one, that's a big deal. So I think we're going to go with William Regal. And that also fits with our NXT theme. So as I said before, we're going to go with NXT. When we do that, title matches booked for this week, whenever you activate this card specifically, will receive a large match rating boost. So that's a big pick. So we got an AI opponent. So it is going to be an AI. We're not going to, we're not playing with anybody else right now. And let me think, who's going to be... Because I want a challenge, so I want to know who's going to be that biggest challenge for us. And I think potentially either Sonya or Stephanie is going to be the bigger challenge. I think I got to go with Stephanie here. She's tried and true, so I think she's going to be a good selection here. Raw, 3 randomly selected superstars on the opposing brand cannot be booked in the matches next week. That's a big challenge. Also with SmackDown, 6 random superstars on your roster will have your popularity increase by plus 6. Those are big numbers. And your network deal tripled if you gain fans this week. I think the biggest challenge is going to be going against Raw. And we're going to go on hard mode, which is going to be interesting. I haven't played really on hard mode, but I've also played against somebody else, so... we'll see. Default draft pool and manual draft. Let's get into it, folks. We might bomb this whole series. We could potentially bomb the whole thing, but we'll see. Each GM will start with a budget of $2,750,000. GMs will take turns drafting one after the other, starting with player 1. There will be 8 rounds of drafting. After the 8th round, drafting becomes optional. GMs can opt out or draft until they are out of cash. Tips. GMs can press RS button to get recommendations on who to draft. You can also press X to get more information about a superstar. So those are the draft rules. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty here. So, I mean, these are already some big picks right off the top. And then you take a look at the popularity. The most popular is Brock Lesnar, but if I don't take him right now, there's a very good chance that Stephanie will take him on Raw. But it's a big price tag. Sure, he's got good popularity, but I kind of want that challenge if she takes him. So I think for a first person to start off with, and this is going to be difficult, it's between Drew McIntyre and John Cena for me. And I think I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre first.
Drew McIntyre.
As predicted, Stephanie McMahon took Brock Lesnar as the first pick. Gotta say, that's a smart pick. It really is. It's a smart pick for Stephanie. I mean, he does have max popularity, so. And I think we gotta go with a female next. And I think we're gonna go with Becky Lynch this time.
Becky Lynch.
Damian Priest, that's an interesting pick there. Alright, so let's go down the list a little bit, see what we got here. So right now, as it sits, bruisers are good against fighters matched up. Specialists are good against anybody. And giants and cruiserweights are good to pin up against each other. So I think right now, we're going to go down the list here. And I think we're going to go with Robert Roode. He looks like a decent one. Oh, we might... Oh, I think you're going Tommaso Ciampa. He's an NXT boy too, so we're actually going to reverse this list. I'm going to start from the bottom this time. I really want to see some of these names down here. She took Alexa Bliss right there. So let me see. We got a specialist. So anybody's going to be good to go against Becky. So I think we're going to... Oh, I'm like torn between Tegan and Mandy. I think I gotta go Tegan Knox here.
Tegan Knox.
So let's see. For Raw, they have 2 women and 2 men. And we have the same. So we can kind of stretch our wings a little bit more. We got a little bit of contention for a rivalry here, which is good. Let's see here. You know, I was thinking on going with another male. Ooh, I don't know. This is going to be tough. You know what? I think we're going to go Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong.
Oh, she went big. She chose John Cena right there on Raw. She's got John Cena and Brock Lesnar. Well, you know what? We're going to go Finn Balor. She went MVP. All right, all right. So right now we have... That says 4? That doesn't seem right. 1. Oh, okay, 4 men. 3, 4. Okay, that's right. So 3 and 2. Let's pick up another woman here. We need... Becky's a specialist, so she can go against anybody. Tegan, I believe, is a fighter. So if we can pick up a bruiser for a woman, that'll be a potential feud for either of them. Do we have a face, though? Mia Yim. Nikki ASH, she's a fighter. Bruiser, Sheamus. Cruiser. Oh. Okay, Shayna Baszler. Bruiser. I'm going to try to... I want to build out our roster more by picking lower price ones. So we're going to go with Mandy this time.
Mandy Rose.
Nia Jax, what a pick there. Okay, so we got 4 men, 3 women. Okay, let's round out our men a little bit more. We need some good picks. You know what? I think I'm going to go Dexter Lumis. They went and took Shotzi on us. Okay, let's see here. I mean, we got 1,153,000. We really need to build out our roster in good shape. Ooh, Kyle O'Reilly. That could be a good pick. Kyle O'Reilly is a fighter, so he's going to go best against bruisers. We do have three other fighters, rather. So a specialist or a bruiser is going to do us the most favors right now. I think that's a good pick right there. Happy Corbin. Let's take him. All right. What did they just take? Did they take Dolph Ziggler? Is that who I saw? I think it was. Oh, no, Kushida. Dang it. They took Kushida. All right. Let's see here. So a specialist or another bruiser for a man will do us the most good. However, doing another female might be a good option right now. If we can, maybe a specialist. If we have any. Specialist Bailey. Ooh, that's a big pick. We're going to take Bailey. So far, I know we're about neck and neck with Raw right now as far as money goes. All right. Well, on the suggestions, they're saying Rhea Ripley. I don't know if that's a good pick or not. Ooh. Johnny Gargano. That's some big money. Walter. That's a giant. Okay, I gotta take Keith Lee. Keith Lee. There's just some big picks right here. John Morrison's another good one that we could run up. Cruiser. Wow, there are some good names still left on the board here. Ricochet, another good name. Alright, I think... Do we have any specialists for men? We have one, Tommaso Ciampa. Okay. So I like to balance it out a little bit there because specialists are going to be key to pitting up against anyone. We're taking Johnny Gargano there. Okay, we're getting down on money a little bit. It's going to be about time to call it, I think, here. Ooh, I think we're going to do Keith Lee. She's still taking... So, Keith Lee is a giant, so if we pin him up against a cruiserweight, he is going to do us some of the best good that we can do right now, I believe. Jordan Devlin, Mustafa Ali, Ricochet. We're taking Ricochet. All right, and I think we're going to end our draft there. Right now we have 9 men, 4 women. That's a good starting base. We're down to 143,000, so we really need to call our draft right here. But look at this stacked roster right here. We got William Regal leading the front, Drew Gulak, Tommaso Ciampa, Roderick Strong, Finn Balor, Becky Lynch, Mandy Rose, Tegan Nox, Dexter Lumis. That's a pretty damn good roster right there, if I don't say so myself. She's going to keep taking. She's now down to 83,000. Not too shabby of a roster right there either. And you got John Cena and Brock Lesnar on that roster, along with Damian Priest and MVP, Alexa Bliss, Shotzi and Nia. That's not a bad roster right there. So they took one more person than what we did. But I think we played it smart. We have a little bit of an overhead here. Tonight is the night, the debut show. We have high hopes for you. I was born for this. Good. I'm expecting big things of NXT this season. Make it an amazing show. I will do. All right. So we have to pick our champion. Right now, Drew McIntyre is at the top right now for popularity out of all the superstars that we have. But when you apply this championship to somebody, it boosts up their popularity. So what I'm going to do here, and what I think is pretty smart, is putting the championship on Finn or Johnny Gargano. And I think I got to go with my boy Finn Balor. That lifts his popularity up to 72, taking him above Drew McIntyre. But that is going to create some good feuds right there, because McIntyre and Finn Balor, they're a perfect match for a rivalry right now. And so we have Becky Lynch, Bayley, Mandy Rose, and Tegan Nox here. But Tegan's popularity and Mandy's is well below the others. So we could put them on there. That would lift Tegan Nox up to about 58 popularity, which would bring her up to Bayley's level. That's a tough one. Or I could stick it on Bayley and boost her up above Becky Lynch. I think I'm going to go with Tegan, though. I think that's a smart move, and I really like Tegan. So I think we'd stick Tegan with the championship. So we got Tegan and Finn. I think we have a pretty decent NXT roster right now. Book your least popular available star for a match this week. All right, that's pretty easy to do. Let's see who that is. Our least popular is Mandy. So we'll stick Mandy in a matchup. And we're putting it in the middle of the card, and I'll explain why in just a moment. We're going to put Mandy up against... Stick Mandy up against Becky. And we're going to do a run-in. And we're going to run Tegan in on Becky Lynch. I think that's a pretty good move here for our first one. Okay. Our opener, let's see here. What do we want to do for our opener? We got to make our opener pretty good. We also want, some decent stamina when it comes to that. So maybe we run Ricochet. Ooh. We're going to have to turn somebody heel here, I think. Why don't we run Ricochet versus Johnny Gargano? I feel like that could be a pretty good matchup right there. We'll make it a normal one. Kick off this first night. All right, main event time. How about we do... fighter versus... I think we got to do this fight right here. Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre. Do we put the title on the line in the first night? I don't think you can go wrong with that. Let's do it. Let's see if Finn can hold on to his title on the first night. All right, let's see here. We're going to go Keith Lee. Oh, we're going to turn Keith Lee bad, because we really need him to feud with Ricochet in the future. And I think we'll pick a decent person here. And we will, let me see here. All right, so we have 3 potential rivalries going on. So if we do... Ooh, he doesn't have very good. That's okay. Let's build him up a little bit, because has a chance of increasing or lowering a superstar's popularity based on their performance. I believe advertising. The chance to lower the superstars. So this has a chance of raising up their promo skills too, and increasing their popularity somewhat if they do well, which I'm not sure he's going to. So there's our first show. I think that's a pretty decent show. Obviously, we're going to have to stick with the basics right here, which is why I didn't really go too far on my budget, because We don't really get to spend a lot of that money on the first week anyway, so we get an opportunity right here to make some money. And what's important to look at here is the permanence. So right now, obviously, we got Brute Force, who's an indie guy down here, and he's 30,000 for a permanent, but he's really not going to have a lot of popularity. You got a guy like Trent Seven that's really reaching into our budget, so we're probably not going to make any purchases right now. But these permanents are good ones to look at because they are one-time pay, and you get them for the entirety. You don't have to worry about paying for them more down the road. So it's kind of a game of picking, what you can go with, what's going to work best for you. Say you want to spend that kind of money and keep them. And I was pretty sure permanents show up in the Legends too. I don't see any right now, per se. But a lot of these aren't bad prices. You buy one of these guys and stick them in a match for 5 weeks for the pay-per-view to boost up your rating. Not a bad thing to do. So, we got our power cards. There's our Legends Whisperer, and there's our Fighting Champion. We got a Health Spa here, which I almost always buy these. Because you might need one coming down the line. So I did spend that little bit of extra money just so we have a Health Spa card there waiting in case we need to rehab one of our superstars at some point. We fulfilled our commissioner's goal with this show, so let's go ahead and confirm this booking, and we'll get into the show. There we are. $14,500 is our show cost. We got $128,700 budget. Let's confirm. All right, so we have Ricochet versus Johnny Gargano in our opening matchup. Let's simulate that.
1, 2, 3.
Ricochet picking up a win. Not very good as far as ratings go there, but it's not horrible either. He got a good promo effect. Keith Lee is now heel. And we simulate this one. Tegan Nox running in on Becky Lynch. One-on-one with Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose picking up a win. It was a disappointing match. Hopefully that gets a rivalry going there with Tegan. Self-promo here. Oh. So his promo got worse. So now it's time for Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre with the championship on the line. Let's see how these guys do. Well, we are inside the high school arena here. Championship action. We got 3 on the scoreboard. Drew McIntyre is going to jab this sword into the gym floor. The Skull's probably going to be not too happy with that, Drew. But we have the NXT Championship on the line in our opening bout. Well, we can afford pyro for our high school gymnasium. All right, McIntyre making his way down to the ring.
One fall, and is for the NXT Championship. Introducing the challenger from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre making his way into the ring. Championship action here on the debut episode of NXT My GM. And the current champion. I think the Skull's on fire here.
And introducing the champion from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds. He is the NXT champion, Finn Balor.
The NXT champion kicking off our debut episode here for NXT My GM. Finn Balor, the champion, puts his title on the line on the first episode Let's see how this one goes. There's that NXT Championship. Drew McIntyre versus the NXT Champion, Finn Balor. Oh, he actually has his side plates going on there. That's neat. Can Finn Balor retain on the opening episode? The title's held up high. Let's do this. Here we go. Let's get this one underway. Oh, McIntyre. Taking. Oh, just slamming down Balor. Oh, catching the leg. Oh, Balor with a Pele kick. So I don't believe the match rating that you get for these matches affects the actual match rating for my GM. Oh, drop kick there to the face. But we'll have to find out. Maybe if we do really well in this matchup, we'll get a boost. I don't know. Oh, and a drop kick to the temple. Finn Balor now locking up with Drew McIntyre, taking him over. Oh! Shot there off the ribcage of Balor. And now McIntyre snap suplex takes over Balor. Oh, and now floats up, floats through, rolls over McIntyre into a pin. 1. And a kick out. Championship on the line. Oh! Balor went for something, misstep there. McIntyre looking to capitalize here. Has a hold of Balor. Oh, it just slings Balor off to the side here. Twisting that leg of McIntyre, taking him down. Finn now. Irish whip. Oh, huge move. Takes Drew McIntyre out of the ring. And now Balor, I thought he was going to fly there outside the ring. Back in with a double axe handle. Balor now Irish whip. The drop down. The leapfrog. Oh, and the arm drag right there. Balor taunting to the crowd. NXT champion on a roll here. The first episode of NXT DDT. Balor now sizing him up, looking for a DDT, and he nails another one. Finn Balor giving him out some offense here, grabs the leg, dropping Drew McIntyre right there. Shots here, McIntyre. Oh, McIntyre off the reversal, twists the leg, drops Finn Balor back down to the mat right here. Oh, and a huge clothesline by McIntyre. Oh, Finn Balor now. Huge shot there. McIntyre getting caught in the 1916. McIntyre could be in trouble right here. Heading up top. Coup de grace by the NXT champion in on the pin. 1, 2, 3. Victory there on McIntyre already on the first episode. Successful title defense.
And still NXT champion, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor still NXT champion to cap off episode 1 of my GM here for the NXT brand. Well, that'll do it. Finn Balor picking up a big win, and we did get a great match rating. So I don't know if playing the match actually helps with that match rating or not. I'm kind of interested to see, actually. Oh, and look at this. The massive cheese here by Stephanie McMahon and the Raw brand, bringing out 2 championship matches here. Let's see how they do. Oh. That's already... Wait, who won anyway? I think it was Brock, right? He retained. Okay. They got a rivalry going there. Kind of a strange matchup. We'll see how it goes. Nia and Tony pick up a win. Mediocre. Good promo rating there by MVP. Let's see how the main event goes. Titles on the line. Tamina picks up the win. Did she win the championship? I don't really know who was champion before, so. Let's look at the overcap of this episode here. We'll see how we did. So it looks like Raw pretty much brought the smoke in the opener in the mid-card, and we stayed even on the main event. So I'm not too unhappy with that right now. So I think, if we bring up this match report, does it say, suffers narrow defeat? Okay. That's good to know because we know who won right there. And I believe the yellow shows the winner. So, all right. Are we going to get to see... All right, so we gained 74,150 fans. We also gained 67,707 profit. Did you guys see Tegan jump Becky Lynch? Totally uncalled for. This is some of the social media notes here. Put a good performance against Finn Balor, but sometimes the results just doesn't go your way. Mandy Rose making NXT look good with the win tonight. Drew McIntyre come up short tonight. Finn Balor holds on to the strap. So some good comments, some good progress here. I think we are ranking number 2, I believe. They gained a little bit more fans. They made a little bit more money. Good show tonight. Natalya and Shotzi could have taken the Flair L and have some people call them losers. Now they get DQ'd and everyone is calling them losers. Good effort, Bliss, but a losing effort from just another loser. Okay, I'm not sure that makes sense, but couldn't get out of second gear tonight against Brock Lesnar. Time to regroup and come back stronger. So not too bad of shows here. Raw is beating us by a narrow lead right now. We do have a little bit more money to play with than them. So it looks like Brock and Tamina are their current champions. Finn and Tegan still holding on to our belts here on NXT. And that's going to do it for episode 1 here on the NXT My GM mode. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I think it's going to be a really fun series. If you're enjoying this, leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all the future episodes. We will see you guys next time.